Hey everyone, happy Monday. I am excited to just share a quick note with you today because of a couple different conversations I've been having over the last couple weeks with people who I feel like now that they've really had some time to sit in more of this quarantine and kind of think about what makes them happy. And we're all kind of in our own mind drama with dealing with all of this. I've talked to people at different stages of dealing with this. And the main thing that had really kind of been sitting with me is something that I had really walked through myself. I don't even know how many years ago at this point, but the question is, why not you? Or you can ask yourself why not me? Why not me? And what I mean by that is when you think about the possible success that you can have in your business or in your marriage or in your relationships or, fill in the blank with whatever part of your life. And I feel like a lot of times people follow people on social media that have success in the area that they wish that they could have success in too, because it's inspiring. It's kind of fun to envision yourself in that position. But I feel like a lot of people kind of stop right before that happens. They're afraid to envision themselves in that same position. They're afraid to, I guess for lack of better terms, dream about the potential of seeing that success. And I think that just kind of leads to a lot of the negative self-talk and the self-doubt that ends up happening with us when we are fearing walking into that space. And so my challenge to you is ask yourself, why not me? Why can't I be the one to be in that successful position? Why can't I see the success that I'm seeing in the people that I'm admiring from afar, right? I mean, with social media and the influencers and all that kind of stuff, we don't even know the people that we follow a lot of times that we're seeing this success from, or we see something in them that we admire, whether it's more of an outgoing personality or their presence on camera or the content that they put out or whatever the case may be. Maybe it's the money that they make. Maybe it's the time freedom that they have with their family. And so I've challenged people in that for many years of why not you? What's keeping you from doing that? What's keeping you from taking steps towards that on a daily or weekly basis to make that happen? And let's talk about the fear in it, right? Like, what if you fall short? What if you fall short of making $2 million like the person that you're following is making, or whatever the case may be? Well, what does that look like? Is that still better than where you're at right now? Is that still farther along? So what's the harm in that? Why is that such a bad thing? But I only talk about that in the standpoint of like, what's it hurt to even try, and what's it hurt to go after it? Because it doesn't, right? We're all going to get better in the process. But I really want to challenge you and be like, why not exceed that goal? Why not be even better or even farther along than what you're seeing right now? Because once you start to have kind of a taste of that success and you're taking those steps towards it, it's easier and easier and easier to visualize going farther and farther. So right now you can kind of only see so far, but that's where sometimes bringing in someone like a coach to challenge those visions and challenge the fears behind them can be so powerful in getting to a place that you can't even envision right now, right? You can't even envision. And so if you haven't thought about what you want your life to look like in 2 years from now or 5 years from now or 10 years from now or whatever the case may be, then take some time to do that. I'd love to invite you into a powerful coaching experience with me if you've never experienced some coaching in the past. So it's more just taking the authority to step into that and being brave. And so I challenge you today to be brave and ask yourself, why not me?